Streaming, maybe. Oh, yes, it says excellent connection on the YouTube stream health. I guess that's pretty good. Hello, good evening. We are streaming. You don't have the link, right? Where's the stream link? Stream settings. Trying to put this here. There's no space. This cannot be made smaller. Oh, come on, Skype. What is this? What is this? Make Skype chat window smaller. Because if I want the chat on the screen all the time, there's not so much space. If I put it here, there's really not that much space left. Oh, I can be really smart and just move this up here. Big brain strats. Definitely. Absolute big brain strats. And here, a little space savings. How about that? Okay, and we can even fit the goal window. This is the goal window. Okay, we do some magic. Put this on top of everything. And this too. There, that's pretty good. Like this maybe. It's not perfect. Damn. Okay, we go with the compromise. Hey, hello, that's good. Okay. Complicated setup. Maybe we can turn off the notifications also. Yeah, next time you type something, I'll turn off the notifications. Oh yeah, if we make this smaller, we are almost there, I guess. Yeah, see here. Even this can be bigger. Okay, nice. Good day today. I feel energetic. I have the feeling we can make a lot of progress with the AI relatively quickly now. Like, this project goes from super daunting to you slowly see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's still a huge project, but One breakthrough we had was actually, oh, I have to open it again. Go to the query page. I like you and you like me. Arrow. This is nice. Let's see. Make this smaller also. And there's a new algorithm that says all pattern lists. Excuse me. Because a pattern list is very central. It's a list of patterns, as maybe the name suggests. Let's clean this up a bit. 217 patterns, which is all the patterns in the database right now. And the first one is this pattern with the arrow. Then there's this pattern. It's pretty random, the others. This one is on top because I marked it useful. I click on the pattern, it says useful somewhere. This is explicitly marked as useful, so it comes on top, and the others come in some random order. And way down here we get the other pattern we need, which is the AND. This input needs to be split here, and then it needs to be split here. We could split here first, there are arguments for this, but the general thing might be to split here first. And in fact it does this, because this pattern is on top of the list. We get two sub-inputs, which are also processed with the same pattern list. And hello, let me see settings, deactivate the settings. All the workers are here, are they? 1, 2, 3, perfect. Very nice. So where was I? Yeah, the sub input is also parsed. The first pattern doesn't match anymore, but we get this match with the ampersand. And for the other sub input, we also get a match because there are many patterns. This pattern just says asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. So 3 random things, and in fact it matches. First random thing, second random thing, third random thing. So why not? It's a valid match, and it's the best one the system found. There's another pattern that explicitly matches for is, and both have their merit. It doesn't really matter. So this is the basis of the parsing, I think. Hey, that's good. Welcome. I have the stream energy today. I felt the energy. Yesterday night I was really like sick. Hay fever. I think I had bad hay fever. Extremely runny nose, but now it's gone. I dared to open the window again. If it's actually hay fever, then maybe it starts again. I don't know, no idea, but right now I'm good. So this is the basic parsing thing, I guess. And yeah, what else can we do? Oh, one thing I want to do is make the loading faster still. Database takes almost 3 seconds to load. And every time I update the code, it has to reload the database because the code has changed, and code and data are one thing in the Java engine here. So I want to copy the old data to the new data in memory, so I don't have to load from disk, but I tried it and the code never finished. It's probably buggy. I don't know. This is all going towards growth because now we have like 26,000 objects. Everything we have a pattern, an input, and any kind of thing, a match. Everything is a concept. It's just the name of the database object. So right now we have 26,000. And I want this to scale at least to, let's say, 500,000 without being too slow. So one of the ways it could be slow is this here. The saving is done in the background. So when you change anything in database, you add new input. In the background, it saves the whole thing to disk. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. If it takes 30 seconds, then it just means we have to wait 30 seconds until we update the code or something. But normally you don't notice. Only if it crashes during these 30 seconds, the changes will be lost. But it doesn't crash usually, so that's okay. Anyway, but this has to be optimized at some point. It reads from a zip file from disk, so the compressed zip file is 2 megabytes. Uncompressed file would be 11 megabytes, but we don't really look at this, we just stream in. Anyway, so because this will grow. And today when I opened the website, it started to do its own stuff. Just new inputs appear. Everybody remembers when you type something here, it will be a new input here. And this happened on its own. I was not doing anything, and new inputs appeared. So I'm really, I don't know, I think it was a search engine like Google who scanned the site. And with a few clicks, you can make new inputs, because the new input was part of an earlier input. So somehow the search engine must have clicked on something like, whatever it was something like use text as query, then you're here, and then you can click on this here. Because search engines will not click the buttons. I'm 99% sure they will never click a button. However, they will follow links. This just looks like a link. It doesn't know the difference between a link and an action. You can mark the link as not to be followed by search engines, which I didn't do. So this just looks like a normal link, but actually it's an action. It does something. It saves this input, for example. So if I click here, yeah, I get the new input. Which is actually okay. It's a simplification of, what did we have before? A new input appears. Yeah, why not? New input appears. It's simpler, it's okay. And this this happened like every 5 seconds. Excuse me. Every 5 seconds I got new input. So it doesn't seem human. I don't think a human goes to the database and clicks every 5 seconds. That sounds non-human. It's always kind of funny. The website takes a life of its own. It's not so bad, because if you put something in and you're logged in, then it says your username here. So this was made by me, and the others were not made by a user, but you can see they come from Skype here. So if some input doesn't have a source and it doesn't have a user, it can maybe be discarded. So that way we can also clean up stuff if somebody does it a lot. But we might want to save some information, because if we leave this online, like for people to use it without a login, as it is, then you know, a lot of garbage could appear in the database. So we might want to store some stuff like the user agent, IP address, mainly the user agent, so we can see if it's a search engine. Oh, the stream says, warning, current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's just a talking head and some static stuff here. I think we're good. Yeah, okay. I tried to have this most silent keyboard of all the keyboards I have. For anonymous users. Yeah. I think we should do this just out of curiosity also. So let's see. Oh, here's another problem I have to solve. Java 15 has new forbidden things. In Java 15 you cannot look inside the object structure of some things anymore. The people who maintain Java have a little bit of a weird attitude. They think you have to forbid things inside of a program, which is not really useful, I think. It's the wrong place to forbid anything. But it doesn't matter. Okay, what happens if somebody loads a page? Let's get rid of all of this. this and this and this and this. It's somewhere in some base class. I think it's here. No, we don't have to do it here, it doesn't matter. We do it in the main thing. Do we? No, we do not. Wait. Okay, now comes some coding, so people who don't like coding can zone out, do something else. And here every web request comes in. Here we wrap for errors. Here we start to make another object. And yeah, somewhere here we could do the stats thing. And the no, we don't even have to do that. We just do it when some object is created. Okay, where do we convert the... Where do we create the input object? Save input. Here. I think this is the one. So we get the current requests. What was it? This. And if the request is anyone, anything, then get the user agent. How do we get the user agent? It's in headers. Okay. And I believe it's called user minus agent. Is that what it is? Any HTML experts around? Yes, here it is. User agent. Headers. User agent. And if there's anything to report at all, we make a new object. Input source. Yeah. Is the keyboard sound okay? Okay, let's see. Input source. No. Plus input plus, okay. And we save the user agent. Fair enough. Good. That's good. I used to have bad audio, like in earlier streams, like really loud keyboard, or I ram the cup into the table, or yeah. Nice typing speed. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not 10 fingers, it's like 8.55 fingers. It's my own creation. It's not systematic. I just learned it like in some intuitive way. So it's my own thing. Yeah, it's 85% the speed of 10 fingers. Whatever, just random. Really? Do you type so much slower? Interesting. I should give up smoking. My system is so smart, when I click save, it will compile the main thing. Okay, we are pretty close. This is a wrong thing. This is wrong. Yes, yes, yes. Input cannot be resolved. Yeah, these are some bugs on my part. That was this. Pressed. What was that? I think that was it. Yes, and what else? Yes. Well, make it a bit prettier. Save. Enjoy the super fast transpilation. 5 seconds. Yeah, it's done. That was less than 5 seconds, right? 56. Transpile. Yeah. Yeah, like 5 seconds. Okay, so now if I go here and I enter any new input,
Sprachausgabe Dialogfeld. Okay. Sprachausgabe wird beendet.
Thank you so much. I did something. Windows Control. I hit the Windows key, I think. I enabled German speech output. Didn't even know that works like that. This input is completely new. And where is the result? Here. And it has a reference, an input source. And yeah, perfect. So I'm not exactly sure if that was the only point in the code where the input is made. It might be that in other places we also make inputs and we don't save the user agent. It's a bit difficult to search for. Yeah, I can try searching for it actually. Why do I have so many things open? I don't know. I close this. Yes, I can. Okay, one quick search for other input create. Yeah. Oh yes, we do have another one. Oh, we do. Yes, 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 yes. Save input. Okay, one more. This one here. Current user agent. Make it a function. We're almost done with this part, don't worry. End of module there. Current user agent. Current user agent is this. There. Current user agent. There, and we make another function that we call save user agent. Boom. And that is here. Save user agent. input there. That was easy. Oh no, I have to call the function. Save user agent there and here, and let's see. It compiles faster than one sip of coffee. That's pretty neat. Okay, we have most of the input things covered now, I think. Okay, very nice. User agent. What next? Done. Wow, so cool. Next goal. Simple AI task. What do I mean by this? I mean that if somebody asks, what can you do to the AI? What can you do? It's what people ask. I say I make an AI. People ask the AI, what can you do? Reasonable thing to ask. Then we have this list of AI tasks. However, the AI does not know if it can do any of these and or how it can do them. For example, this, convert a sentence to words. It's a reasonable thing that we need internally. Anyway, so the question is, how is this implemented? And it has no reference here. So, and there are different definitions. For example, if you have a you can collect only the words, forget the punctuation, you could sort them, show each word only once, and you could just do this task in different ways. And we will reflect this somehow. So, we create some reference here. Yeah, the code is a couple, of course, I mean, you can't understand this, it doesn't matter, it's just ignore. It's my own language and complicated stuff, so of course it's, but this here is understandable. This part here you don't understand, and it's completely fine. Let's just, as I said, just zone out, just tune out in this part. But this part I would really like you to understand. This is the user-facing part with no Java code here, almost no Java code. So I don't know. Let's say function suggestion. I really want to rename thing here. No, that's complicated to make another time. Suggestion for, suggestion on. What is correct? Is it suggestion for or is it suggestion on? For, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, we get rid of this. Suggestion for the task is a function. It's called Java doc. It's an internal function that does this sort of stuff. Function name Java doc or Java tokenize. So now I suggested a function to use for this task. So next thing is we should search for the function, because we also have a list of functions somewhere. There. Well, let's skip this step. Let's say we don't use, we just put the function here. Is it existing? No, it's not. String returns list of strings. Now we have an entry for the function we want to use, and we just reference this here. We reference this here. Function. And this we can get rid of. Okay, now we have a task and we have a suggested function to use. And that should, yeah. Oh, there's someone in the chat. My neighbor is watching. That's cool. Hello, Foxy. We do work on YouTube now. That's cool. I didn't realize that people get notifications, so of course they will find this maybe. Yeah, this is creative work, so it is sometimes it's slow. Like right now, I just make the, you know, some mechanism that makes this work here. Work here. Yeah, there are lots of little technical things to solve. So this function takes Java talk. This function takes a string and it returns Windows. Hello world. I put in this string and I get this here. Hello. I get.
Sprachausgabe.
I did it again.
Sprachausgabe wird beendet.
I did it again. I made Windows talk. So hello world, and we get hello world dot, and we get these empty things in between or here. This is very precise. This gives you exactly what you typed in. If I type in many spaces like this, I want to see the words. Then I get hello world, and I get the many spaces here. So it really preserves the whole thing. That is one meaning of give me the words in the sentence. And there's another function that ignores all the spaces. So now I get only hello and world and the dot. And there's yet another function that gives you not even the dot, just hello and the world. Oh, it doesn't exist. What is its name again? What is the name again? NL for natural language. What did I do? NL talk 5C, whatever. NL talk 5C. No, still the dot. Wait, what? How? What? 1 second, I fixed this. I fixed this. I fixed this. I fixed this. I fix this. I fix this. The font is very small, right? Let's make the font bigger. Oh shit. Font bigger. There is some little module. Font plus. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Oh, it doesn't work on this one. That's bad. It's all my own code. It sometimes works. So here I cannot make it bigger. Too bad. Okay, if I use this function, I get only the hello in the world. I don't get the dot and I don't get the spaces. So there are at least a number of meanings. And there's one more function that sorts the whole thing, I guess. Okay, anyway, the task was convert a sentence to words. But the function takes only the text, and the input we have. Has multiple fields. So we want this field for usually. The text field is the one we want. So we also have to do that. It's always with these basic things that seem very simple that are the hardest to make. When you have this basic wiring, you can call any function, not just this one function, but any other function too. So then it gets easy. But right now we have to just make some basic mechanism. I also want the system to have a preview thing, like what if, let's say I create any object, yeah? In this system you can create new objects. Let's say I create a pattern or something. And then next to this button I want a what if, like a preview. Like the AI knows what happens when I create an object, because if we create one object, sometimes new objects appear. If I create input, it can happen that immediately more objects appear. If the input has something like these brackets inside, and I create it, I immediately get more objects. The input here. And nothing happens. It should make a pattern out of this. Hello, come on. Damn, see, it broke or something. It should immediately make a pattern out of this because it looks like a pattern. So the system says, yeah, might as well convert to a pattern. Why is it not happening? That's stupid. Let's try this one. New object. Okay, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I need to make this more robust. More test cases for this. I've seen the mechanism work. It definitely works sometimes. Anyway, I want the what if button. So because we will have many procedures, and whenever some new input comes in, the procedures will all say, wow, I have new input, and they will create lots of speculative output. Do lots of stuff which the AI is supposed to do. Let's say you ask a question as input, and you know, I don't know, why are dolphins so cute? Okay, and then the AI is supposed to think about it. It's what it does. So, but maybe you want to know in advance what happens, and there are special object types. When you make an object of a certain type, it may cause things internally, and you want to be warned before that, I guess. Because at some point we are also going to forget, I mean, all the complex mechanisms, maybe even the developers will forget some things. So the AI should know what happens when you do what. Oh, I have visitors. It's I can never see the difference. A hornet? A wasp? I think it's a wasp. Wasp is my educated guess. Some animal that is not smart enough to find the way through an open window. Well. Okay, let's get back to this here. AI task. This is the task. If we ask, what can you do? Then the AI should say, I can convert a sentence to words. Okay, and what could it do? It could give you examples. For example, here there was this input and I converted it to this. And it could offer you different interpretations. As I said, there are different ways to make words out of a sentence. And thirdly, it should offer you an input field. It should offer you something like this, where you type in something and it does the thing. It converts it to words for you. I'm guessing these are the three outputs we want. Right? yeah, the question is just how do we put this in a program? We want to make some general structures that work for other cases too, and are the least effort to code, and so on and so on. Yeah, so if I continue the stream now, it's going to consist of me thinking like for 30 minutes. So it's so amazing, it's so interesting that everybody should watch it, or maybe not. So maybe I'll cut the stream and do the thinking without the camera. It's really, nothing's going to happen. I'm just, you know, the gears are rotating, and then in the end I'm like, oh yeah, this is the way to do it. So let's at least update this. Convert answer. Yeah, there's 2 goals actually. Answer to what can you do with a solved AI task. Yeah, the question is also which of these is solved. It should distinguish between solved and non-solved, yes. It's another task. Let's make another task that says distinguish between solved and unsolved AI tasks. Oh yeah, while we're at it, let's continue. Show examples of solved AI tasks. Show good examples for a solved AI task. For example, input whatever 3 pairs of input and output, and show an input or show a form that a user can use, can test a solved AI task, e.g. by giving input. Yeah, pretty good. We have many AI tasks now, and not so many are solved, but yeah. Yeah, and as always, we have this megatrick where we use things like this, and the AI parses this also. Okay, so we have this here, and of course we can parse this also. For example, let's say the pattern is show examples of something. There. Now we have parsed this, show examples of, and this is a new sub-input. And the sub-input is solved AI tasks. And how about this? Solved something. Because that also makes sense. And we have this, which is pretty basic. And we can tell it that it's the plural of something, which is AI task. That's useful information. So we just, yeah. Anything that we use internally is also processed by the NLP. Because for show examples of something, we could have a procedure that shows a list of things. Show examples is showing a list. And all the stuff related to showing a list, we just put it in one procedure, and it is triggered by this. So that's one piece of thing we don't have to code, because the AI parsed this. Here, same thing. Show good examples for, okay. Here, that's another good. Let's do this one. Show good examples for a solved AI task, e.g. something. Okay, what's the first pattern? The first pattern is, I guess, the brackets. Ignore the stuff here. Yeah, right, in the brackets. Good match. Oh, it doesn't jump back The auto scroll thing. I need to put it in there. I think it's not in there. Yeah, no, it should scroll back to... What did I click? I clicked good match, right? And it scrolled back to the top, which is super unprofessional. Scroll back to the same place when clicking go to match. I have the logic, I just didn't put it into this one button. Let's do that one, that's good. Store match form. Yeah, that's I like this one. Scroll through. There's this magic thing where it scrolls to the place you were in before. Which to a user makes all the difference, I think. If suddenly it scrolls to the top and you have to find out where you were, that's just inconvenient. But that's what I made this JavaScript thing for. Okay. Let's see. Let's make a function out of it. Redirect after save. Bling. On click. JS redirect after save scroll auto scroll. A random name. On this keyboard the keys are different than on the last keyboard. Here. That's our cool JavaScript code. I did something wrong, yes. This and this and this. And what the heck am I doing? I forgot stuff. Okay, that's the JavaScript thing. And I think there are only two. Wait, let's see. Store match form. On submit. Set redirect. Oh, one time it's called set it's redirect after save. One time it's called redirect. That's really annoying. Yeah, there's set redirect. Redirect. Yeah. No problem. Redirect. I think it might work. Prepare for JavaScript errors. JavaScript errors incoming. Yeah, see, now it has to reload the database. Oh, it was just 3 seconds. It's not so long. On submit. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's click the button. So this is a reasonable match. Let's say good match. And nothing happened. Oh yeah, okay, it says scroll to, see? Scroll to, and that's the vertical position. And in fact, it seems to have the vertical position with lots of decimal points. Decimals. Like with ridiculously high precision. Sub-pixel precision, which is of course bad, but why didn't it scroll? It should definitely have scrolled now. What's happening? No. Yeah, here, scroll to. I wrote this code, scrolling to. Oh, because of the decimal stuff back here. It's apparently different in some browsers. Okay, I really don't want the decimal stuff. I just want the raw vertical position. So, where was my magic code here? Just round. Okay, I do have to do the embarrassing thing again, which is to look up JavaScript. Math.round. Can I only say round, or can I say I have to say math.round? I have to say math.round. Yep. Okay. Do the same thing here. And yeah, whatever. Math.round. Okay. I think now it's gonna work. Now it should work. Okay, what can I save? Show good example. This doesn't look like a very good parse. Show good examples for. That's a bit too random. Let's say bad match. Okay, now we have the proper number here. Well, it didn't scroll. Did it scroll? No, it didn't scroll. Why didn't it scroll? Scroll to. Oh, it is twice now. That's crazy stuff. That's crazy stuff. What is that? Maybe, okay. It takes the window location, and I think the window location includes the scroll to. So in the end, we have 2 times scroll to. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, isn't it? So JavaScript drop anchor from URL. What's the quickest way? And see, so much code even. Drop. Okay. URL string, I guess. Remove anchor from URL. Yeah, the simple stuff, of course. Regular expression. Another try. And now we have this double scroll tool here. Scroll to this, scroll to that. Transpiled, okay. Let's see. Scroll to. Let's try it out. Show examples of bad match. Where is my scroll to? I want the scrolling. What's happening? What is happening? Bad match. Button, bad match. Form. Store match. Input name redirect. Drop the old stuff. Append the new stuff. Well, that looks perfect to me, doesn't it? Show examples, yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm fixing this. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Anyway, show good examples for a solved AI task. So the point was that if we drop this good here, okay, if some rule helps us turn good examples into examples, then we match the pattern we made before, which is show examples for something. So through 1 or 2 or 3 different steps, we can simplify this. A really simple thing would just be to use a regular expression. Where is my regular expression stuff? Here. Remember how we did very and highly and extremely? How we replaced these words with nothing. We can do the same thing with words like good, useful, appropriate, best, whatever. So if we apply this, oh, I have to click this button. This button makes the right Java class. It converts the object internally into something special with special code. And now we can use it. Now we can say apply to all inputs. Here it is. Show good examples for blah, blah, blah is converted into show examples for. That's a good rewrite. And this one should now be parsable by the other pattern, which is way too far down. Where is it? I thought we made a pattern. Let's search. Show examples of. That's the pattern. So show examples. Oh, show examples for. See? Yeah, we need to also convert all these subtle differences. Show examples for and show examples of. But we can rewrite, can we not? So this we rewrite. Yeah, what if we take this pattern, we make another pattern, show examples for, And then we add a rewrite to this one, which says show examples off. That should actually be enough to work, I think. Okay, because we can now rewrite for to off. Let's see. Okay, it's being matched by the pattern. That's very good. Yes, that's what I wanted. Show examples for to show examples off. Ignore these brackets, they're just for clarification. So if I say good match here, it doesn't scroll because it doesn't redirect. Sadly, there's no button here to say good rewrite or save rewrite. There's a button missing here, but it did the thing. Because, you know, computers are precise, so they distinguish between for and off. So we teach the computer that for and off is usually or often the same thing. Using pattern rewrite. Yeah, why is there not a button to save the rewrites? Because this is the magic step. Applying the rewrite to your input. Oh, it does offer this, just we have to save the input first. I guess, something like that. Wait, what? No, the input is saved. What is happening? Wait, I want the save button here. Where's the save button? Using pattern rewrite. Does it occur twice? No, it doesn't occur twice. So it must be here. Look for existing rewrite. Rewrite exists. No, it doesn't. Is there a match? Is there an input? Input is definitely there, is it not? Let's get more info. Can't save, no match. Else, if there is no input object, we say can't save, no input object. Else this. Enjoy the 5-second compilation again. Oh, now it says I can save? What happened? What? A second ago, what? What? I didn't change the logic, I just, what did I do here? Nothing, I didn't change the logic. Anyways, now there is a good rewrite button, that's fine. Okay, good. Good rewrite. Okay. If I reload, rewrite exists. Okay, so we converted something and everybody's happy. Okay, what was the point? The point was... yeah, the point was that the tasks we describe here are actually understood by the AI. And increasingly it will actually do stuff or provide code or a bit of code. For example here, convert noun to adjective. What could the AI do? It could look for nouns. We have a list of nouns, I think, or should have. So it could go through this list and show a table. Step 1, why not? Or it could search for adjectives, which we also have a list for. So it could show us a list of nouns, a list of adjectives, and say, oh, maybe one of these is connected to one of those. And it could do some other heuristics like looking for similar words. If the noun is happy and the adjective is, no, the noun is happiness and the adjective is happy, they begin with the same letters, so that's maybe a good guess. You know, you can just, all of this stuff can just be described here. Let's say theory, if you convert a noun to an adjective, the noun may start with the same letters as the adjective. Okay. It's sometimes true, it's sometimes not true, but it's definitely useful. And now that we have this theory here, we can parse it, or it should be parsed automatically. We take the theory and then there's an if inside. So the pattern is definitely if something, comma something. Yeah, and there it is. Here, if you convert a noun to an adjective, then the noun may start with the same letters as the adjective. Perfect. That's a good match. My redirects are not working anymore. Did they take it out? I don't know. I think I just completely broke the redirects back to this page. Yeah, and here there's a new sub-input. You convert a noun to something. That's noun, verb, object. Now it's a bit more. What's the pattern here? You convert to You convert, that's a good pattern. You convert something to something. So our sub-inputs are a noun and an adjective. And don't tell me we don't have an A pattern. Yes, we have an A pattern. A noun, good match. And the same thing, an adjective. Do we have the pattern? No, there's no pattern with an, but we should have it. Just a pattern and something. Boom. Now we have a new pattern and it matches and it's a good match. And we can take the pattern and we can add a rewrite that says an is rewritten to a. You know, an idea, a house. That's pretty similar. That's a good rewrite. And then we apply the rewrite somewhere, which we don't have a command for, but it doesn't matter. Do we have a noun process here? A noun? No, the other way around. If we take this one, an adjective, get the rewrite, a adjective. I mean, this a adjective is bad English, but it's easier because internally we don't want to make two rules for everything for an and a. So it's much smarter to have a rule where it just says a and just rewrite this to this. So, and some people talk like that. Adjective. Yeah, so I think this was today's excursion to the magical AGI. I really don't know how long this will take. I mean, it's going to take forever. The project is going to take longer than I live, but the question is when the results come, which result comes. How quickly we can have the AI do what thing. This year, right? What is it? It's April. We can do a lot of stuff this year, I think. And I'm hoping this doesn't die the complexity death. I don't know if you know what complexity death is. You make a program and the program just gets too complicated for various reasons and you just can't maintain it anymore. Many projects actually do die the complexity death, become unmaintainable, unperformant, or just having side effects from the complications inside. This has not died, definitely. This is very much alive. And when we make the right procedures, like the right cleanup procedures and stuff, and tests, then it can stay operable. It's complex, but I think there's a simplicity to it because everything is so readable. Everything is just a word that people understand. It's not very technical, it's just things that you can understand. You always stay on this natural language level. And then the whole database is easy to navigate around, actually. Everything has references to each other and whatever. The search is all right. The search is not heaven, but it's all right. And so on and so on. So yeah, this is my idea for AGI. Pretty different from other people's ideas, but I think I'm way further along the way to AGI than the guy with the compression algorithm. The guy who just says we make a better text compressor, like zip, you know, better than zip. If we have something that's much better than zip, then we have almost an AGI. I don't buy into that. And there's so many things missing there. Yeah, compression is smart and stuff, but what is your input for the compressor? Do you just put Wikipedia in and the compressor compresses Wikipedia and then it learns so much by looking at Wikipedia that it understands the world? Which is, I can completely not imagine this to work. I think there's a big gap in the process from making a compressor to the AI thing. Anyway, it's a one philosophy of making AI. You say compression is everything you need, because compression is prediction and prediction is AI. I don't really want to talk about it, actually. This is much more direct and just, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I guess we are done for now. Not done, but maybe stop the stream for a second. For a day. For however long. I haven't streamed in a long time, I think. Kind of funny. Okay. I think you are 3 concurrent viewers. I have 2 likes. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 2 likes. I have 3 viewers and only 2 likes, so 1 person doesn't like me. No, no, no. Oh my god, no. Just joking. Cool, that's nice. Cool. Okay, I'll stop the stream. It's done. Done, 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 done. How do I stop it? Go here. There's a thing on YouTube when you stop the software, but not the stream on YouTube, and they keep streaming, but there's no picture. You have sort of a zombie stream. Let's avoid the zombie stream. I click here, end stream.